What is going on, guys? Today we are looking at Rulebreaker Kane, and what a price he is. And we've had a crazy 12 hours of the game. Since 6 p.m. yesterday, the game was down until 3 in the morning in English time. I think it's GMT, whatever it is, but it was down for a long time. And honestly, I wanted to get so much more out so more quickly, and I was so prepared for it. I'm saying so a lot, but yeah, I wanted to get loads out. We managed to get Mertens out. We have done a Naki's SBC as well, so I've got that coming also. But I thought, you know what, Kane's price always baffled, and for some reason I just don't get it. I've played with him and I don't know what it is. I really don't know what it is with him, but he's he's currently 1.6. Obviously, packs, the market's in a bit of kind of madness at the minute. He was 1 mil, I think, when he was out at the start. He's had a little bit of a price increase to 1.9 mil at his max, and I think really the market is just absolutely on its arse, really. So anyway, let's get into the stats and see what he did. So we have got Kane here, 3-star skiller, 4-star weak foot. He has had an upgrade that we will show you during the end review, because then we've got obviously the footbin screen. He has had a 23 pace increase, and I think that's kind of blinding a lot of things, because it's all good just bringing out the pace and kind of whacking it up to 99, but if he doesn't have the animation, if he doesn't have the actual stat to begin with, or anywhere even close, it was like a Cruz last year. He had like 40-50 pace, and then he got upgraded to say 80-90. He still doesn't feel that fast. Like, he's nice and quick, but it's, if you put him against another 91 pace striker that is originally like 90 pace, he will always seem quicker. Kane is a bit of a bigger build, and no matter what you do, he's always going to feel not necessarily clunky, but a little bit more of a bigger build. That's just generically how he is as a striker, and I think that portrays real life quite well. Yes, real life, there is a little bit more to it. Obviously, a video game, you're trying to do a bit more, but honestly, it doesn't really have too much of an impact, in my opinion. Shooting wise, he's always been fantastic. He's had 87. He got he got a decrease technically of -4, and that for me takes away from the striker. Anyone could put a bit of pace on him. Yes, his original card only had 68, so he was a very static striker and someone who you kind of feed the ball to and he'll shoot, and that's what he is. It's very much like a Giroud, very much like how Berbatov was. He is that player that you put the ball into the feet and you try and get a shot off with him straight away. He's not going to dribble around anybody. Even now, he's still not going to dribble around the best of players. He's going to be that player that you get the ball to and you're looking for that opening straight away. You don't want to be doing any sort of roulettes. You don't want to be doing any sort of spins. He's only got the 3-star skills, and dribbling wise, he has had a +4 increase, but even that is still not that. It's not as good as what you think. He is 6'2", and he has got high work rates. For me, striker, it doesn't really matter too much. You keep him up front, you have the custom tactics on, and that's about it for him. In terms of some of the stats then, let's have a look at them. So we've got, on the Rulebreaker, 90 acceleration, 92 sprint speed. We've also got 94 composure, which is a fantastic one. We've got 81 and 82 agility balance. We've got 93 reactions, which is a very nice stat, I must admit. We've got 87 strength, 84 aggression, and 87 stamina. Also, 89 heading accuracy and 82 jumping. Now that is part of the game as such a head-in, crossing. It makes it another kind of viable option to have a player like Kane. Yes, the pace is nice, and I think it does have somewhat of a degree of help, but I don't think it has as much as what people would think. I would definitely not be paying 1.6 mil for this card whatsoever. I don't even think I'd even go as much as 1 mil. You can literally get Mbappe for that price, and for me, Mbappe will always be a better striker than most of these special cards, and especially the ones that have got like kind of fabricated pace. It's got such an increase that he just wouldn't feel like that. But anyway, let's get into some gameplay and see what he did. So with Kane then, I still enjoyed him. Like, I may be kind of slating his pace and slating his kind of upgrade, which is always nice, but he still is a decent-ish striker. We see a great little back heel, and the one thing that Kane will always be good at is right in front of goal. If you give him that ball, and especially on a one-on-one, I do favour my chances with him. He has a few little skills up his sleeve. We see a little bit of movement. We also get a headed goal here as well. That's always another option for him. We managed to get the first guy to rage quit, which is just absolutely brilliant. I'd happily take a 2-0 win. But for me, he's just that complete striker in terms of shooting. We see that just a little bit past the post, but that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for that quick shot, and that's where he's going to be the most deadly. I don't need him running. Even with the pace, I don't need him running. We see a lovely little trick there. Doesn't manage to get past him, manages to try and get the ball across, or kind of deflected across really, and then we do get a goal with Rodrigo. He has got a good passing on him as well. That is always a nice thing. We see here as well going into it, we see a nice little cross, and with him there, I want him in the middle. We've got the little bit of the glitch in the kind of 6 yard where the keeper doesn't necessarily come out. We get the head. Kane's always going to be that guy who's going to be jumping ahead, and that's always a nice little snap from him. We see here, this is hilarious. When I put this clip in, I thought, you know what, head it back to him, and the defender decided to just head it into his own net. Don't ask me why. I don't understand why he headed it that way. I'm guessing the guy was pressing B because he should be heading it the other way, but whatever. We managed to get probably one of the best own goals I've seen so far. Actually believe that you were shooting that way. Penalty wise, always good as well. He is a penalty taker at times. I don't know if he is the actual penalty taker for Tottenham. There is quite a few people that I could probably choose, but I can imagine he does have that sort of in him really. And then we find this nice little ball again, little chip in. He's got the strength. That's another big thing for him. He's got the aggression, goes for the across goal, doesn't quite manage to get that one, but overall, in game, he was actually decent. I think he was a good player. Didn't really show too many signs of being necessarily bad. We get another one here, left foot this time, going across goal. So going into the overall then for Kane, as we saw, really good striker. Like I say, I do negative sides of him as well, but it's only just being honest with him. 1.6 is not the price for him. Really, really is not the price, and you can see that going down. It may be that the first day, with the market being absolutely on its arse, you can see that this is going to be dropping so much over the course of the next week, and I would be shocked to see him not drop at least under a mil. In terms of everything else, we've got links from Sterling. Son is obviously a strong link, which is very nice because he is a cracking player. We've also got Lineker in there because Kane is really the only walkout English striker as such. I know Vardy has his inform, so that's a nice one. Rashford also has his inform, but I think icon standard, if you're paying 1.6 mil, you've obviously got a bit of coins lying around and really want to try out the kind of top rated new players. In terms of everything else then, we've got chemistry styles. We're looking more at the finisher, if anything, and I think that will produce a very, very good striker. Gives him 93 on Footbin's record, 94 dribbling, 94 shooting. It's a cracking little one there. I think Sniper is another one you could go for. Yes, you don't get no more dribbling, but you could get that real physical striker going on. Other than that, I feel like they're going to be the only two. Hawk is the next suggestion, which is pace, physical, and shooting. I don't think he needs any more pace. He's had such an upgrade that I feel like you'll see the difference already. Just adding that extra foot 5 is not really going to do anything in my opinion. So I think finisher definitely would be the best one for you. In terms of traits, if I click it right, we've got team player, outside of the foot shot, and leadership. For me, I don't know what the first one and the last one actually even do, but obviously they have something to do in the game. Maybe it's they're just kind of in positions. I don't personally know with these traits. Outside of the foot is always nice. Always like the finesse if I can get it, but it's not necessarily essential, as if you get in the right position, normally most people can finesse the goal at the very minimum, and especially with 94 shooting, if you were to give him that finisher, I'd expect him most definitely to be able to finish absolutely anything. In terms of generations, we've had him since FIFA 13, as he came from Norwich, Leicester and Tottenham in 1 year, getting himself a silver for the next 2 years, already then getting himself into a team of the season 3 years on, and I think he's been in the team of the season every year bar from FIFA 19, and last year in fact he got a flashback. So can this be the year? Can he get back into team of the season after 3 years? Hopefully we do see that from him, but if I said that about every Prem player, we would have a roster of team of the season players. So hopefully you did enjoy the video. I'm giving him a 9 out of 10. I feel like the price is a massive negative, and don't be swayed by the 26 or 28 pace increase. It will look good, but it still won't feel like a 91 pace striker. He still will feel a little bit sluggish at times, quicker at others, but it just won't feel that 91. If you put someone like a Rashford up front with him, Rashford would always seem a bit quicker. But hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you smash that like button, and I'll see you all for the next one. Peace.